John Mack. How I buy my the world? If she want it, she gon' get it. If she everybody type, she too pretty. I can't buy no for my. I like. Sorry, I ain't tryna kick. I'm too busy. I'm like, why? Pose for me, baby. I'm like, why? Pose for me, baby. I just lead a conversation when they talking about the. Cause when I buy Louis V, mind your business. I just got a thing for. I admit it. They look lit on IG for the image. How your lady got more emotion than you got. That's a bum. Look, never got a bad, but got a. When I'm near, it's a. I walk up in your, let's have fun. 20 large up in the double. Praise God, it's cause of him. He done dropped another 20 and ain't flinch. Finna take my off the Turks, I ain't been. But I'm still a broke till I'm rich. How I buy my the world. If she want it, she gon' get it. If she everybody type, she too pretty. I can't buy no for my. I like. Sorry, I ain't tryna kick. I'm too busy. I'm like, why? Pose for me. I'm like, why? Pose for me, baby.
Hey. Pose for me. Slim, thick, no tummy. I'm too bad and I'm getting more money. Since my name in your mouth, I hope. Period. It ain't smoke. Your baby wanna too broke.
And here we go, bringing you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Pass to Fox. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Now Edwards. Back to Randall. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. On offense, here is San Antonio. Vassell outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, with the way he moves, Vassell can be so deceptive with his shots, and he did well to draw the foul there.
And so Vassell nails both of them. Right side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
There's a screen. Fox lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And the shot's good.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Now here's Fox. Castle outside. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Over Edwards. Castle misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Fox. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Timberwolves with possession. Trailing by 2. Pass to Edwards. Randall on the screen. To the paint. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Now Fox. Vassell left side. Pure from three-point range. Vassell's got 5 now.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Canty. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Dosunmu on the wing. Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Right side, Wembanyama. Lets it go from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here's Minnesota now to the inside. Stolen by Vassell. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Count that bucket. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game.
That's very light work for Wembanyama from that close.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Randall. Rebound San Antonio. Castle with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Castle with it. No points yet. Vassell outside. He drops it from range.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Assist.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Now here's Fox. There's the drive.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Here's Dosunmu. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Vassell's shot is good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Now here's Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Devin Vassell has been on display for San Antonio. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire.
The Timberwolves. 50.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. From deep, Harper nails it from beyond the arc. Harper's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
Here's Harper. Outside Barnes. And here's Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Anderson. Can't cash it in from the high post. Outside Edwards. Outside Highland. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Harper. And he banks in the layup. Harper's got 5 now.
Yeah, sneaking around there down low. Dylan Harper got the bucket.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Highland. Jacks up a 3. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
3 points.
Highland's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And he lays it in off the breakaway. San Antonio trailing here. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Barnes, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:56 left in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Reed sets a screen. Over to the left wing. Launches it. San Antonio with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Vassell. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Vassell's got 14.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Sinks it from distance. Champagne's got himself on the board with a three there.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get back.
Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Edwards has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now Edwards. Here's Anderson. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. San Antonio on top, up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
32.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Reed sets a screen. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Vassell with the rebound. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Left side, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Assisted.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And the basket by Highland.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Here's Wembanyama. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves trail. Four on the clock. For the tie. Rebound by San Antonio. Fox with the ball. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Vassell. Let's go with a three. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Vassell's got 17.
Always ready and willing to fire Vassell from the corner.
Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Randall. Rebounded by Champagnie. On offense, here is San Antonio. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin.
Showing how athletic he is, when Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Randall outside. For 3. Knocks it down from distance. Randall's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Harper. 7 points in the game. Cornette sets a screen. Bryant left side. Banked it in off the glass. Bryant's got his first 2 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Going inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. San Antonio shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And the son of NBA champion Ron Harper, Dillon is an intriguing player. He went 2nd overall in the draft, a versatile combo guard who plays with a lot of confidence.
Outside Barnes. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 6. The open shot by Edwards. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 22 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
From deep, Harper. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, he settled on that shot. The defense was right on him.
Here's Edwards. Puts the move on. And it's good on the layup. Now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Bryant with a drive. Soft touch off the glass. Bryant's got his 2nd basket. Stolen by Bryant. Down low. Pass to Harper. Cornette sets a screen. And here's Bryant outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. San Antonio on top.
49.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. 5 to shoot. Barnes, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Back to Reed. Pass to Randall. Outside McDaniels. Shoots over Bryant. The putback. Right side Highland. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Outside Barnes. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Pass to Harper. Into the lane. To the middle. Cornette. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Outside Reed. Oh, off target from downtown. Using the glass to lay it in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Timberwolves trail by 6. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Fox jams it home.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Randall outside. McDaniels a screen. Oh, he jammed it.
Oh, a rugged competitor. Randall's teammates trust his ability to make plays in big moments.
Fox fires. And yes, sir. Hits the wide open J. Timberwolves trail by 5. Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
.136 left in the 4th. Gobert pulls it down.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Here's Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Now Fox. Gobert pulls it down. Randall outside. Now Edwards. Edwards attacking. And he powers it down. One-handed.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
19 seconds left in the game. Now Edwards. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. An intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Second team.
And he misses the first one. Oh, he wanted that one to go. And Minnesota making a change here. And the second of two is good. And that'll put him up 2. Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
And stolen by Edwards. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
First personal foul. Third team.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.